Greetings, I'm Zachary Hepner. I'm pleased to share this message with you as words of divrei HIZUK beit tzara, in times of distress. Saint Crispin's Day is October the 25th. Henry V, first published in 1600, would have meant that Saint Crispin's Day that year would have fallen on the 18th of the month of Mar Chashvan, or merach'sevan. Like a phoenix from the literal ashes of the Azzah tragedy, we watch incredulously as we emerge from being a divided nation. Why is Sefer Shoftim called the Book of Yashar? Amar Shimon ben Gameliel ze Sefer Shoftim diktiv ish ko hayashar beeynav yaase. That was an intended double entendre. Because of the Book of Judges, we had become divided, each man on his own divided against his brother. Overnight, we emerge as Acheinu kol beit Yisrael, Yisrael as a singular noun, as one. We have become together during a time of difficulty. We have unified people who have never worn tsisis, which is also called krusp'din in Aramaic by Targum Onkelos in Numbers 15, nor worn tefillin on their arms, have been seeking out unity and the Almighty. Messages sent to our brothers in the West: send help, send provisions, send a talis, katan, and tefillin. Calls from the former extreme left to fulfill the mitzvah of wiping out Amalek. Messages from people who don't observe mitzvot, the need to connect with mitzvot. One caterer told a rabbi that he was the second rabbi he had ever spoken with. The first rabbi was with him the day before because he wanted to kasher his kitchen. And to those peculiar, paradoxical members of our brotherhood who refuse to stand up for their brothers in a time of need and protest in favor of their suffering, I sadly recall an opinion of Raban, Hilchot Shuvah, chapter 3. Haporesh midarchei hatzibur, a person who separates himself from the community, from the congregation of Israel, and does not fulfill mitzvot together with them, does not partake in their hardships or join in their communal fasts, but rather goes on his own individual path as if he is from another nation and not Israel, does not have a portion in the world to come. It is not my place to decide who or who does not have a portion in the world to come, but their incongruous behavior sadly resonates with this opinion of Rambam. Here is my take on Henry V's speech before the Battle of Agincourt. Please note that the Aramaic for tsisis is krusp'din, and I begin by switching Westmoreland, or Westmoreland, with brothers of the West. Brothers in the West, oh, that we now had here but 1/10,000 of those men in Israel that do no work today. Henry: what's he that wishes so? My cousins of the West, no, my fair cousins. If we are marked to die, we are enough to do our country loss. And if to live the fewer men, 1 in 1,000, the greater share of honor God's will. Echad me'elef yirdofu. I pray thee, wish not 1 man more by the God who took us out of Egypt. I am not covetous for gold, nor care. I who doth feed upon my cost, it yearns me not if men, my garments, talis and tefillin shall rush, where such outward things dwell not in my desires. But if it be a sin to covet honor, which it is, I am the most offending soul alive. No faith, my coz. Wish not a man from Israel. God's peace I would not lose so great an honor, as 1 man more methinks would share from me for the best hope I have. Oh, I do not wish 1 more, rather proclaim it. Kol mevaser, mevaser v'omer, brothers in the West, through my host, mi ha'ish hayare v'rach halevav, yelech v'yashov leveto, that he which hath no stomach to this fight, let him depart. His passports shall be made, and crowns for convoy put into his curse. V'lo yimas et lavav echav kilvavo. He should not melt his brothers' hearts. We would not die in that man's company that fears his fellowship to die with us. When the scouts melted the hearts of their brothers in the wilderness, God gave Israel the commandment of tsisis, or krusp'din. This day is called the Feast of Krusp'din. It collects our scattered hearts from all four corners of the globe. It is the sign of Jewish pride, most white, few blue. Its strings and knots add up to all the 613 mitzvot. This jersey is our banner of pride and loyalty. He that outlives this day and comes safe home will stand a tiptoe when this day is named, and rouse him at the name of krusp'din. Laba'an yirbu yemeichem. He that shall live to see this day and live old age will yearly on the vigil feast his neighbors and say tomorrow is righteous krusp'din. Then will he strip his sleeve and beyad chazakah show his forearm with tefillin marks 7 scars and say, these wounds I had on Krusp'din's day. Never forget to forget wicked Amalek, whom you had battled. Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot. But he'll remember, with advantages, what feats he did that day. Then shall our names familiar in his mouth as household words, David, the king, Abraham and Sarah, Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah. After the battle, as we sing Non Nobis, Psalm 115, never forget Psalm 116, Kos Yeshuot Esa, Uveshem Adonai Ekra. Be in their flowing cups freshly remembered. And when you review the Haggadah, V'higata levincha, this story shall the good man teach his son, and Krusp'din shall never go by, for this day, to the ending of the world, Kol Yemei Chayecha. But we in it shall be remembered, we few, we happy few, Acheinu, Kol Beit Yisrael, we band of brothers, for he today that sheds his blood with me, like Levi, who joined me la Hashem Eli, shall be my brother. But he never so vile this day shall gentle his condition, and gentlemen in Israel, now abed, shall think themselves accursed, were they not here who had stood up for their brothers, and hold their bris milah manhoods cheap, whilst any speaks that fought with us upon Krusp'din's day. Humbly I conclude with the prayer, recited twice weekly, and in these difficult times, recited daily, Acheinu kol beit Yisrael. Our brethren, the entire house of Israel, who remain in distress and captivity, whether on sea or on land, may God have compassion on them, and bring them from distress to relief, from darkness to light, from servitude to redemption, at this moment, speedily, very soon, and let us say, Amen. Hashta ba'agala uvizman kariv v'nomar, Amen.